y'all. Send you all some warm, positive vibrations. Body-Culinary, and I'm just finishing up here. Prepping some things from the evening meal. Got all of this coconut pulp we have left over. So there's so many different things that you can do with the coconut pulp. I like to use every bit of the food till I can't get any more nutrition out of it, and then I will compost it. So check it out. Here is my Quickie style. I have coconut in my mouth. Here's my Quickie style of the day, y'all. I am really so feeling like vintage and pinup styles. I forgot that I really love my Auntie Joanne. Her beehive. I saw a picture of her beehive. I think it was junior high or high school picture, and I wanted to emulate that for my junior prom. And somehow I had got my hands on my great grandmother's old sewing machine that folded into the table, those old fashioned singers. And I forgot, like, I really like vintage stuff. So, I think it's a wonderful thing with the little locks hanging out to find our own rhythm. So this hairstyle has been through the day, and there's coconut on my face. If you're interested in this little Quickie style, I'm going to break it down, and I'm here prepping some food, whole, fresh, living, unprocessed food. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Body-Culinary, professional chef, personal trainer, natural born woman. Shout out to you, whatever your expression is. And I love a natural lifestyle, as close as I can get to it in these times that we're living in. And on this channel, I like to share some of my journey of radical self-acceptance, right? Just celebrating and appreciating the unique features I was divinely assigned when I popped out onto this earth plane, right? Because it's humbling, just like with this hairstyle. Anytime I try other hairstyles, they never work because my hair is not full, it's not dense. So it's actually an exciting journey to figure out. First, it was frustrating many years ago. And now it's exciting to figure out what works for me, where there's no pulling. I'm not using any oil, any products. I'm not twisting. I'm not doing none of that, which is why I call this freedom here. We deserve to relax and feel comfortable in our own skin. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like a pin-up, roll-up. I might be falling apart a little bit with my little vintage, my little vintage scarf, and with a couple of pin curls. So all of my locks are flat. So this is how it's going down. And I just came out of the garden, my little vintage shit. And this is what it's looking like. I don't know if y'all can see. It might be falling apart a little bit, but I think I get the general style. I like it. I think it's fun. It's feminine. It's functional. No hair is hanging down in my face. And I may have a little bit of a curl, or some people now calling it beach wave. Somebody called it. Yeah, that's what I got. So this is easy breezy CoverGirl. So if anybody's interested in it, I'm working with food right now, but maybe I'll do a tutorial. So I'm really having fun with these hairstyles, and I think that they are great. I just keep stumbling on things that are just like perfect for me. I think they're great for women with very, very fine hair. And it's super hot in here. Because our hair can't take all the pulling and the tension. Our hairline is suffering. We're sacrificing our eyebrows and even our eyelashes, trying to get them to do something else. And this is one woman's perspective. If it doesn't resonate, please let it hear. We don't have to all have the same perspective. I'm just sharing my perspective and my experience. But I would say, and I can appreciate makeup. Some people that are very dear to me and very gorgeous have a great sense of style. I know we're all different types of things. However, this celebrating my unique features works for my mental health. It works for my pocketbook. It works for my time schedule. It works for my workout. It's just a win-win-win-win situation. So rather than be frustrated, I found and I'm still finding when my hair was double strand twists, when they were flat twists to the scalp, when it was a little fro. I just keep finding more things that I can do with my hair. And I accept it's not going to look like everybody else's. They're not big, full Congo natties. They're flat. But so what? There's so much that we can do with our hair. So, one of the reasons why we scroll the internet is to look for that representation. Representation matters. So when it comes to just lifestyle, food, movement practice, I'm willing to research and experiment. I take 110% responsibility for my health. And I'm okay if the hairstyle doesn't come out this way or that way. But I keep discovering stuff just from putting myself out there. And I actually really, really like this style. Should I deconstruct this for y'all right now? Okay, I'll deconstruct it. I'll save us. So I have one long vintage scarf. I'm going to deconstruct it because that's how I do tutorials. Right? So I have the one scarf. Oh, my rabbits are finally being, my bunnies are finally being quiet. So I had the one scarf. And if you wanted to preserve this, you could take another silk scarf and tie it over this. Oh, I forgot I had put a couple my little barrette thingies there. So this is just a roll that I made. And I think I might make some more of them. So here with 3 pin curls, and it has some little hairpins. This got loose. So it's 3 little curls. And look at that, y'all. And this is no products, no setting lotion, no oil, no none of that. I'm not doing that. I refuse. I'm not doing all of that. That's too much. I just look at, I don't know. I don't have it. I don't have to put 20 layers of stuff on my face. That's seeds for my girl. And I just, maybe one day I'll do it for a photo shoot or something. But on a regular, I have other stuff to do. So it did give me a little bit of a curl. Curls don't last long around these parts. So if I wanted to, I could be jazzy, snazzy, and I can push these over to the side. I'm loving this, honey child. I love me some vintage, whatever. And I can look, I got another hairstyle, y'all. I could just take it. I could just pin this here, pin it or tuck it. Woohoo. Uh-huh. What y'all think? What y'all think? I love this. Usually my 2 afro buns, lock buns are my favorite, but I'm just loving the pinups. Okay, so it was just only, I don't have a lot of locks. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if flat, just move it to one side. You can either roll it or twist it or put it to the side, but I might have to rock it like this. Okay, so there's that. So I had this one other barrette. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, you want to be very careful because stuff gets caught in this hair. So you're not pulling your hair out. Okay, so now all I had was some of these hairpins. And I can't find them again. So these are old hairpins. I had just rolled these and stuffed them in to keep it up. I can't believe it came out so nice. I tried the style on with 2 different scarves, and it's perfect for the garden. I tied another scarf over in the garden. And I made something, I think I'm gonna call it a cinnamon log. A cinnamon log, or an afro log, maybe that's what I'll call it. But I made a little something, and I really like it, to put inside, to fill in the, so I made a chocolate cocoa log. So that's what I did to roll this up in. And all I did was put the log in, and I just took my time, right, left this out, and I just pulled these over. You get it. That's why I say I like to deconstruct the style. So I put the log in the back and basically took everything and tucked it up, rolled it up and tucked it. And it gave me a nice roll around it. So now when I take that out, you know, I'm not doing a whole bunch of work. I got a little bit of a wave. It has to fall. I also have a couple of hairpins. But that's it. If I got to take 20 million hours, that's not happening. That could have been a workout. That could have been me playing in food. Ooh, and it's hot. So when it's hot, who's got time for a whole bunch of hair? I don't understand. Let me not say I don't understand because I used to spend hours sometimes putting beads in my double strand twist. So this is what it's looking like. So I like the other style. And I don't know if I want to say protective style. I don't know that we need protective styling with this because I don't, you know, it's just protective. I don't know if we want to say protective. I would call it restful styles. Restful styles for fine Afro texture hair or very fine hair. We've been just letting the hair and the hairline rest from being pulled and tweezed and the scalp being glued and clogged. That's actually a lot of stress on the hair. And for those of us with very fine hair, you know, can't take it. So I got a little bit of length. I've done numerous trims. If you look into previous videos on this channel, you'll see the Afro Locs Freedom Hair Challenge. So this will be a check-in. I've done another. I didn't think I was going to trim it, but I've trimmed it twice more, which is fine. Which is fine. So the areas that are really, really that are combined, these are coming in juicier. And I noticed when the water washing, slow down a little bit on the water washing. I'm using tea and the no polish cactus juice. That the scalp is juicier and springier from more water and letting it dry. So I feel like The base feels very sturdy and strong. Feels very sturdy and strong from leaving it alone. So, you know, it gets to curl up, and it's the puff. It's all about the puff. The very thing that we're running away from, I'm embracing the puff. So that's what's going on here, y'all, with the little quickie style. I don't know what I call it, but I've been channeling little quick styles. I'm all about the quickie style. I'm not doing all of that stuff because I want to go play in food and I want to play in the garden. But I am so. Let me know what y'all think about vintage styles. I really like vintage, and I love slow. I don't want to call it slow fashion, especially where I am right now in this part of the world. This is backwards. In this part of the world, I noticed that most of the fast fashion shoes break up. Sometimes you don't even get a chance to wear the shoes and they break. Everything is so poorly constructed. It's very poor quality. So I find if I get something vintage, the quality is much better than something I would buy new from the store. It's just, ooh, it's just not good at all. Even a lot of things I find in the stores, just the quality is very poor. So I didn't understand when I was little why my grandmother was always sending barrels home. Now I get it. So I'm all about simplicity. So a little scarf or whatever. That's it. And again, if my hair was loose natural, a lot of us I would be doing the same thing. This would be an afro. Or puff or some very, very loose twists. So I'm about to go do something with this pulp. I might use some of it, or some of it I might also put inside the compost. I think I'm going to do something with the yampi. So I don't know if folks are familiar with yampi. All right, this is a Mayan root. And I also have some eggplant, some aubergine that I'm going to get into to make a dish. So let me know what y'all making. And I want to hear how folks feel about vintage. Now, man, I look totally vintage, but it's my expression or take on vintage. I love the balance of femininity. It's feminine, it's soft, and I don't know, it's just something. I think it works perfect for fine, fluffy hair, so-called 4C. It's like the perfect fit. There's nothing like finding your perfect fit. It's like, like always you just find, I don't know. No, let me not say I know. I do know. It's like all of this time just struggling to find all these hairstyles, and it was just right underneath my nose all the time with my own hair. Anyway, I'm going to jump off here and finish making some food. Feel free to like, comment respectfully, subscribe if you like. And for those interested in the Flower Fit community, it's all around coming together around community. It's life coaching, also coaching around eating the high octane fuel, optimal fuel for you, whole, fresh, unprocessed foods, getting on board with your personal movement practice and starting your garden. So feel free to reach out to me. My contact is right there in the link, info@bodyculinary.com. And you can also reach out to me at bodyculinary@gmail.com. Oh, also remember, do check out Whole Living Foods in the Hood with menus to fit your budget. If you're interested in living whole, fresh, living foods as a lifestyle. And if any of you have acne like I've had, my face is looking really crazy, feel free to check out Natural Beauty, no products, just food. The products are the food that I'm eating, primarily whole, fresh, unprocessed foods, primarily inside, and then also the foods that I'm eating. That's what I'm putting on my skin. So to me, I find it stress-free, and it's something. Got to give a shout out to Tumi Johnson. I love her channel. Voluntary simplicity. Now, I don't know if I'll call myself a minimalist, but I do find it kind of overwhelming to have so much stuff. Now, as a chef, there's certain things that I will have, like a juicer, even though I don't need it. I have lots of toys to play and experiment with food, because I'm like a food scientist. And then also with clothes. But also I find it's not about being cheap. I've spent so much money on clothes. Most of it went into the garbage. So I love fashion. At the same time, I need functionality. I need simplicity. And there's most things I'm not willing to invest in. I'm more interested in my longevity, my vitality, things like, the living space, food security, and my future. More so than things that are going to go in the garbage. So I found it feels better to me to focus on my health and my vitality. And I've got some great vintage finds. So let me know if you're interested. I think I'm going to share some of that because I think it's a lot of fun. Anyway, I will see you all real soon. Create a great rest of the day on purpose. and see you in 2 seconds.